What's up, YouTube? This is JP Panther back on a video, and today's video is actually going to be a Disney update video, and also it's kind of a financial, especially with all the stuff that's happening around the world. I want to talk to you guys about this because I know this is something that I know a lot of YouTubers been talking about, stuff like that, and I really didn't do a whole video talking about it and dedicating to it. So again, you've probably seen the title of my article, Disney is losing money. I will link the article in the description box down below so you guys can check it out. And this comes from Forbes, right? So this is a credible, really financial, popular website. So it says Disney's having lost 1/3 of its value seeking to raise cash. Disney attempt to raise cash to Thursday following SEC to offset the loss in revenue, and it will experience from park closing, film delays, stuff like that. Disney's box office revenue last year was $12 billion. Oh, $12 billion, I don't even know, in 2019. The company decided last week to close its parks at Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Paris, in addition to the theme parks. Compromises also the ones in China. Compromises 30% of Disney operating revenue, according to UBS. Disney warned investors in another Thursday, following that the company was being impacted on all sides, with film releases, productions being delayed, supply chains experienced disruption, and ad sale declines, with interest rate zero, and securities analysts said this is a good time for companies to raise cash. Disney, in particular, with its strong balance sheet, is in a good position to do so, she said. Disney's not disclosed the amount they would see through the debt following. Big number, $78.5 billion. That is how much Disney been wiped from Disney's market cap in the past month. It's a rough start to Bob Chapek's temper to CEO. The upside, Disney Plus could see a boost. The streaming already has 26 million subscribers, a backlog of Star Wars, Marvel, blah, blah, blah. If you're a parent trying to entertain kids, that's a great thing. Even one pandemic passes, the economics of film may be completely different for Disney and the rest of the industry. Universal broke its theatrical, with their movies. And it keeps going on and on and on. I'm just going to give you my thoughts, right? Here's the thing, right? The virus is affecting everything. It's affecting, you already know what's happening. But again, the problem with Disney, I think they're going to go through a lot. Again, everyone's going to get hit regardless. The problem is, I think, as a company, I think Disney's going to feel a lot bigger. Because when you own all these properties, entertainment properties, like ESPN, Star Wars, Marvel, ABC, Hulu, Fox, and you can't really do anything legally because the government pretty much shut it all down. And also, the stuff that you are providing is non-essential. It doesn't really contribute to society in a life or death situation. You're just entertainment. So the governor, especially in California and everybody else, they're like, all right, Disney, you're screwed. Executive order. And I do feel bad for all the workers. I feel bad for everybody in general, but this is what happens when you put someone like, Trump in the White House. You know what I mean? This is the consequences that America has to go through. And I do feel like, in my personal opinion, Disney's going to get hit the most because they own a lot. They spend a lot, they own a lot, and when you spend a lot and gamble a lot, you deal with bigger financial impact and consequences than you normally would because they own so much. And the problem is, in my personal opinion, I don't care what anyone says, I still think, and again, you guys could argue with me in the comment section below, you guys could message me, whatever. I still think buying 20th Century Fox was the stupidest thing ever, in my personal opinion. Buying that for $71 billion, and you know what I mean? Like, I was like, none of the shit that they have is worth $71 billion. Only thing if I was Bob Iger, I would have just bought the X-Men and the Fantastic Four and Deadpool, Marvel, Fox stuff. All the other stuff, you can go F off. You feel me? I wouldn't want that whole garbage-ass studio. Like, no one wants Dragon Ball Evolution. No one wants Avatar. No one wants freaking Planet of the Apes. No, give the Marvel stuff and then do whatever you want after. Give them like $10 billion and that'd be it, or something like that. I wouldn't buy freaking Fox. I'm rolling. And now that they have they pretty much spent $71 billion. They're pretty much in debt now, like $50 billion. Then it's going to be more debt because after the CV that's happening, so going to be even more debt. And I wouldn't be surprised if Disney starts being tighter with the money now, because it's like you buy properties that you know that will come back and bite you in the ass. And I even said the Fox thing was one of the worst things ever. Now, again, if he was going to buy Fox News and transform into an SJW, liberal, progressive agenda and throw your identity politics, I'll be like, okay, fine. At least I understand it. But 20th Century Fox, that was the dumbest decisions. And I do think that decision is going to come back and bite him in the ass, in my personal opinion. And I wouldn't be surprised these Disney executives or Disney employees or whatever watch my video. I wouldn't be surprised. And they'll be like, oh shit, this guy really knows what he's talking about. And also, I do feel like, in my personal opinion, that, you know, all the properties that they have, the only thing people care about is the Marvel stuff. So it's like, why won't you not focus on the Marvel stuff rather than focus on these other things where people don't really care about as much, you know? So that's another thing as well. But I do feel bad for them. You know, a lot of people on YouTube, they're celebrating that Disney's financially failing. I mean, you know, everyone's financially hurt. So I don't know why they're just going after Disney. Maybe because they messed up Star Wars and some personal agenda they have. So it's all this other stuff. But I do feel like, out of all the companies, Disney's going to be the one to take it really, really hard. And I do think it's going to be harder for... I think Hollywood's going to be different, in my personal opinion. I think Hollywood in general, Disney, Warner Brothers, Sony, Universal, all the celebrities, I think it's going to be... Even if, like, all this goes... You know, let's say this stops around, like, July, right? Let's just say July, right? I think, you know... You're gonna view Hollywood's gonna be a lot differently in all these corporations. They're gonna be a lot differently economically, and they're gonna be a lot tighter, and they're gonna be a lot, you know, they're gonna be a lot more careful with their money. They're not gonna just throw it and make it rain and act all stupid. And I do think you're gonna look at a lot of these corporations a lot differently, and I do think you're gonna look at a lot of these celebrities a lot differently. Even if you look at what's happening right now on like Twitter and Instagram, a lot of your favorite celebrities or superstars or rappers or pop stars, whatever, a lot of them are bored. They realizing that the CV is more important than they are, and they are bored. They have to stay in their $1 million mansion, and they don't know how to keep themselves busy. As me, as a geek and nerd, I know how to keep myself busy, so it's a little different. But a lot of people, especially these celebrity people, they go out, they go to Gucci, they party, nightclubs, strip clubs, house party, you know, all this crazy stuff, right? So they're used to being out. Now that you're stuck at home legally, you guys are losing your freaking mind. And I'll be honest with you, it's like, all right, you're crying and be upset that you're bored while people are dying and risking their lives to save other people that has the virus. So we don't want to hear your crap. And I think I think the general public's gonna look at the Hollywood and celebrities and even entertainment. I think they'll look at it a lot differently, in my personal opinion, especially with all the crisis that's happening. So that's pretty much it, guys. What do you guys think? Do you think Disney's going to be able to survive after this whole era? To me, this feels like the Thanos Infinity War Endgame snap. This is what happens before the snap, and then after the snap. You know, when Thanos snaps his fingers, and then, you know, Hulk brings everyone back to life, and Iron Man snaps his finger, boom. It never stays the same how it was before. So I do think, you know, people are going to be a lot of these companies and corporations, just people in general, I think they're going to have more of a survival instinct more than go all crazy and think everything everything is like good and perfect and lolly dolly 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 dolly. I just feel like, in my personal opinion, that's how it's going to be after all this blows over. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.